we have a quorum.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Yes, sir, we have a quorum.
So, the meeting is now called to order.
Yes, sir. And next agenda is the opening of bids of the following projects. 2.1 Cotabato Airport Development Project, expansion of passenger terminal building, EPC of 49,964,591 and 28 cents.
Okay, so we start finally at quality leaders.
Good morning, leaders. Sir, kindly introduce yourself and your company representative.
I'm Fernando Aban, General Manager of South Island Corporation.
B2B of South Island BAC Corporation.
To the chair, there are 4 bidders who purchased the bid documents, and 3 submitted, and only 1 representative.
The indicators notified on this subject.
It's posted, sir, so it's not postponed, sir.
So proceed with the opening of the
So tired. And the notice of to the chair, the notice of postponement here is dated April 25 because the schedule of the bid opening was April 25 and was scheduled on April 30 at 10 a.m. And bids submitted were sealed and signed by those bidders. And to the chair, permission to remove the date for seal.
Okay, proceed.
to the representative of South Iron. Sir, please confirm this is your bid. To the chair, permission to open the bid of South Iron.
Inside the main envelope of Siren Iron Rock Corporation are 3 envelopes marked as original bid, copy number 1 and copy number 2. Inside the original envelope are 2 envelopes marked as original technical and original financial. The original technical component has a proper timing, pagination, signature on each page. Checklist, please.
Checklist number 1. Field certificate of registration and membership.
Field just registration, platinum membership, valid until May 6, 2019. Submitted.
Annex C.
Annex A. Submitted.
So all Annex A is updated. First is registration certificate from SEC, DTI or CDA.
SEC certificate, registered date December 27, 2012. Submitted.
Mayor's business permit.
Mayor's permit for City of Davao, valid until December 31, 2019. Submitted.
Tax clearance for EO 398.
Tax clearance, valid until February 12, 2020. Submitted.
Valid pickup license.
Pickup license, valid until June 30, 2019. Submitted.
Statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts.
All ongoing projects. Submitted.
Statement identifying the clear single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid.
SLCC. Submitted.
Audited financial statement stamp received by the DIR.
Audited financial statements, stamp received by BAR last April 20, 2018. Submitted.
NFCC computation.
NFCC computation with an amount of 930 million 892,465 pesos and 13 centavos submitted.
GBA if applicable.
Not applicable.
Bid security.
In the form of the securing declaration, duly signed and notarized, submitted.
Organizational chart of contact to be bid.
Organizational chart, submitted.
List of transactions personnel.
List of personnel, submitted.
List of equipment unit.
List of equipment, submitted.
Omnibus sworn statement.
Omnibus sworn statement, duly signed and authorized, submitted.
Certificate of site inspection duly signed by Ms. Arlinda de los Reyes.
Site inspection, signed by B. Lamplaton, submitted.
And photocopy of company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Photocopy of company ID, submitted.
Photocopy of airport visitors logbook.
Photocopy of visitors logbook, submitted.
And availability number 1 and 2 and 3. March 25. 1 tsaka 2.
Bulletin number 1, dated March 25, 2019, submitted. The bulletin number 2, dated March 25, 2019, submitted. And bid bulletin number 3, dated April 2, 2019, submitted. The original technical component of South Iron Rock Corporation is rated as pass. Next is an Ibarra construction. Inside the main envelope are 3 envelopes. Marcas original bid, copy number 1, and copy number 2. Inside the original envelope are 2 envelopes, marked as original technical and original financial. The original technical component of any Ibarra construction has a proper tabbing. pagination, and signature on each page. Checklist.
Would you certificate of registration and membership?
Field just registration, Platinum membership, valid until July 20, 2019. Submitted.
Annex A.
Annex A submitted.
Registration certificate from the SEC, DTI or CBA.
DTI certificate, valid until May 18, 2022. Submitted.
Mayor's and business permit.
Mayor's permit from Municipality of Sinahi, Province of Ilocos Sur, valid until June 30, 2019. Submitted.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance, valid until January 31, 2020. Submitted.
Valid pickup license.
Pickup license, valid until June 30, 2019. Submitted.
Statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts.
All ongoing projects submitted.
Statement and define the meter single largest completed contract similar to contract to BB.
SLCC submitted.
Audited financial statement, stamp received by the BIR.
Audited financial statements, stock received by BAR last March 2, 2018. Submitted.
NFCC computation.
NFCC computation with an amount of 437,089,478 pesos and 55 centavos submitted.
Joint venture.
Not applicable.
Bid security in the form of
The form of bid securing declaration, duly signed and authorized, submitted.
occasional charge.
Organizational chart, submitted.
List of personnel.
Key personnel, submitted.
List of equipment.
List of equipment, submitted.
Omnibus warrant statement.
Omnibus warrant statement, submitted.
Certificate of site inspection.
Certificate of site inspection, signed by Milan C. Platoon, submitted.
Photocopy of company ID and airport business slot.
Photocopy of company ID, submitted. And photocopy of visitor's logbook, submitted.
Bid bulletin number 1, 2, and 3.
Bid bulletin number 1, dated March 25, 2019. Bid bulletin number 2, dated March 25, 2019. And bid bulletin number 3, dated March 2, 2019, submitted. The original technical component of NA Para construction is rated as pass. The last bid proposal is from Adami Construction and Supply and JBWD and JB Builders and Power System Corp. envelope are 3 envelopes marked as original copy, copy number 1, and copy number 2. Inside the original copy envelope are 2 envelopes marked as financial component and technical component. The original technical component has a proper tabbing, pagination, and signature and switch checklists.
Legit certificate of registration.
Field job certificate registration, platinum membership for the NJ Builders and Power System Corporation. Valid until November 13, 2019, submitted. Field jobs certificate, field jobs registration, platinum membership for Adame Construction and Supply. Valid until November 24, 2019, submitted.
Annex A.
Annex A for DNJ Builders and Power System Corporation, submitted. Annex A for Adame Construction and Supply, submitted.
Registration certificate.
SEC certificate for DNJ Builders and Power System Corp. Registration date, March 19, 2007, submitted. For Adame Construction and Supply, detail certificate, valid until June 27, 2023, submitted.
Yes, persist permit.
Mayor's permit for DNJ Builders and Power System Corp. Valid until June 30, 2019, submitted. For Adame Construction and Supply. Valid until June 30, 2019, submitted.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance certificate for the NJ Builders and Power System Corp. Valid until January 24, 2019. power system work is expired. So under BDS 12.1 AI, item B, submit a combination of field jobs registration and platinum membership, including its Annex A and Class A eligibility document, identified in Section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR of AR 9184. In the event that aforesaid Class A eligibility documents listed in the Annex A of the field jobs registration and platinum membership are expected to be outdated, the bidder shall submit such current and updated Class A eligibility documents. The bids not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. So the BAC TWG is recommending for the disqualification of Adami Construction and Supply, JP with DNJ, DNJ Builders and Power System Corporation for not complying BDS Clause 12.1 AI, item A, letter B.
Move to adopt the recommendation of the DWG with respect to the disqualification of Adami Construction and Supply for submitting an expired tax clearance.
Baka na the recommendation of the DWG for the disqualification of Adami Construction and Supply, G and B builders and power system due to non-compliance to BDS 12.1.
Permission to open the financial documents of the bidder, sir. The original financial document of South Iron Rock Corporation as a proper tally, pagination, and signature on each page. Check this.
Bill of quantities.
Bill of quantity submitted.
Bid proposal.
Bid proposal submitted.
Detailed estimate.
Detailed estimate submitted.
Summary of unit prices, materials, labor, and equipment.
Summary of unit prices for materials submitted. For labor submitted. And for equipment submitted.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule submitted.
Per CPM, network diagram, and construction schedule for as per.
Per CPM network diagram submitted. And construction schedule bar chart and escrow submitted.
And financial bid form.
The bid.
There is an applicant.
Financial bid of 49,364,591 pesos and 25 centavos. Is within the ABC of within the ABC of 49,964,591 pesos and 28 centavos. Next is an Ibarra construction. The original financial component of an Ibarra construction has a proper topic, pagination and signature registration is
Bill of quantities,
bill of quantities submitted,
bid proposal,
bid proposal submitted,
detailed estimate,
detailed estimate submitted,
summary of unit prices,
summary of unit prices submitted,
labor,
for labor submitted, and for equipment submitted,
cash flow by quarter,
cash flow by quarter submitted,
PERT CPM network diagram,
per CPM network diagram submitted,
transaction schedule,
transaction schedule bar chart and S-curve submitted,
financial bill,
financial bid of 49,864,590 pesos and 10 centavos. Is within the ABC with no discount. The initial ranking first is South Iron Rock Corporation with an amount of 49,364,591 pesos 25 centavos, followed by NA Ibarra Construction with 49,864,590 pesos and 10 centavos. To the back, TWG recommends to undergo bid evaluation for the arithmetic and completeness of the bid and to identify the lowest calculated.
For qualified bidders to undergo bid evaluation.
And to the leaders, thank you for the participation. And the BAC Secretariat will be communicating with you in the Sunday Okay, so this proceed to item 2.2.
next agenda is bus, opening of Basco Airport Development Project.
Committee leaders and
Only one of the big documents, sir. The First North Pacific Construction and Development Corporation.
Permission to open the
Good morning to the leaders. Sir, ma'am, kindly introduce yourself and your company representing.
Yes, good morning po. I'm Warren Apple, representative of First North Pacific and Construction Company.
Good morning, ako po si Marisa, representative po ng First North Pacific.
Good morning po, my name is Jiwan, representative po ng First North.
Thank you. And sir, ma'am, confirm this is your bid.
Yes, sir.
And to the chair, permission to open the bid of First North Pacific Construction Development Corporation.
Proceed.
inside the main envelope of First North Pacific Construction and Development Corporation are three envelopes marked original bid, copy number 1, and copy number 2. Inside the main original envelope are two envelopes marked as financial component and technical component. The technical component of First North Pacific Construction and Development Corporation has a proper tabbing, pagination, and signature on each page. Check this, please.
Legit certificate of registration.
Field Just Registration, Platinum Membership, valid until March 12, 2020. Submitted.
Annex A.
Annex A, submitted.
Registration certificate.
SEC certificate, registration date June 5, 2014, submitted.
Mayor's business permit.
Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2019, submitted.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance, valid until May 29, 2019, valid until June 30, 2019, submitted.
Statement of all ongoing and government private contracts.
All ongoing projects submitted.
SLCC.
SLCC submitted.
Audit financial statement.
Audited financial statements not received by BIR last April 10, 2018 submitted.
NFCC computation.
NFCC computation with an amount of 129,967,274 pesos and 55 centavos submitted.
GPA applicable.
Not applicable.
Bid security. In the form of
The form of bid securing declaration duly signed and authorized submitted.
organizational chart of contract to be bid.
Organizational chart submitted.
List of personnel.
List of personnel submitted.
List of equipment.
List of equipment submitted.
Omnibus Art Statement.
Omnibus Fund Statement duly signed and authorized submitted.
Certificate of Site Inspection.
Certificate of Site Inspection signed by Louis Asanton submitted.
Photocopy of Company ID.
Photocopy of Company ID submitted.
Photocopy of Airport Visitors Logbook.
Photocopy of Airport Visitors Logbook submitted.
Bid bulletin number 1, 2, and 3.
Bid Bulletin number 1 dated March 25, 2019. Bid Bulletin number 2 dated March 25, 2019. And Bid Bulletin number 3 dated April 2, 2019. The technical component of First North Pacific Construction and Development Corporation is rated as pass. Permission to open the financial component. Sorry. The financial component has a proper tabby, pagination and signature and exchange.
Bill of quantities.
Bill of quantities submitted.
Bid proposal.
Bid proposal submitted.
Detail estimate.
Detailed estimate submitted.
Summary of unit prices.
Summary of unit prices for materials submitted. For labor submitted. And for equipment submitted.
Cash flow by quarter.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule submitted.
Per CPM method diagram.
Per CPM submitted.
Contractor schedule, bar chart, and escrow.
Construction schedule, bar chart and escrow submitted.
Financial bid.
Financial bid of 22,377,777 pesos and 77 centavos. Is is within the ABC of 22,391,766 pesos and 11 centavos. TWG is recommending for to undergo bid evaluation and for arithmetic and completeness of the bid. Sir?
Move to adopt the recommendation for the qualified bidder is to undergo evaluation. Second is
of the bids submitted by First North Pacific and Construction. And the previous representative from First North Pacific and Construction, the Secretariat of the place Let's proceed to 2.3, widening of runway, including grading from Artist Street at Paraná Airport. We have a different.
One purchased the bid document, sir, the Hyperjet Construction, and they have the bid here, sir. We just inquired representatives there outside. Good morning, ma'am, and good morning, sir. Kindly introduce yourself and company you're representing.
I'm Edith Fernandez, representing ng Hyperjet Construction.
And your company mo, ma'am. Piling kasama mo.
Same.
Ma'am, please confirm this is your bid. And to the chair, permission to open the bid of Hyperjet. Thanks, sir.
Inside the main envelope of Hyperjet Construction and Supply are 3 envelopes marked as original, copy number 1, and copy number 2. Inside the original envelope are two envelopes marked as original eligibility and technical and financial component. The original eligibility and technical component of Hyper-J construction as a proper copy, pagination, and signature on each page. Check this, please.
Which certificate of registration?
Builder's registration, platinum membership, valid until August 6, 2019, submitted.
Annex A.
Annex A, submitted.
Registered certificate from SEC, DTI, or CDA.
DTI certificate, valid until January 10, 2023, submitted.
Mayors of business permit.
Business permit from government of Pasig, valid until December 31, 2019, submitted.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance, valid until May 15, 2019, submitted.
Pickup license.
Pickup license, valid until June 30, 2019, submitted.
Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts.
All ongoing projects submitted.
SLCC.
SLCC, submitted.
Audited financial statement.
Audited financial statements, stamp received by DIR last April 17, 2018, submitted.
NFCC.
NFCC with an amount of 738,147,630 pesos submitted.
JVA if applicable.
Not applicable.
With security in the form of
In the form of bid securing declaration, duly signed and notarized, submitted.
organizational chart of conduct of the bid.
Organizational chart, submitted.
List of personnel.
List of personnel, submitted.
List of equipment unit.
List of equipment, submitted.
Omnibus source statement.
Omnibus sworn statement, duly signed and notarized, submitted.
Certificate of site inspection.
Certificate of site inspection signed by Venus M. Bernardo, Deputy Director of Palanan Airport, submitted. Deputy Officer.
Photocopy of company ID.
Photocopy of company ID, submitted.
Photocopy of airport visitors logbook.
Photocopy of airport visitors logbook, submitted.
Bid bullet number 1, 2, and 3.
Bid bulletin number 1, dated March 25, 2018. Bid bulletin number 2, dated March 25, 2019. And bid bulletin number 3, dated April 2, 2019. Submitted. technical component of Hyper J Construction and Supply is rated as pass. Permission to open the financial component, sir. The financial component of Hyper J Construction and Supply has a proper tabbing, pagination, and signature on each page. Check this, please.
Bill of quantities.
Bill of quantity submitted.
Bid proposal.
Bid proposal submitted.
Detailed estimate.
Detailed estimate submitted.
Summary of unit prices.
Summary of unit prices for materials submitted. For labor submitted. And for equipment submitted.
Cash flow by quarter.
Cash flow by quarter submitted.
Recipient network diagram.
Recipient diagram submitted.
Construction schedule, bar chart, and escrow.
Construction schedule, budget, and escrow submitted.
Initial bid.
Financial bid of 19,420,083 pesos and 20 centavos. Is within the APC of 19,558,664 pesos and 59 centavos. To the Chair, DWG recommends to undergo bid evaluation for the arithmetic and completeness of the bid. Sir.
Move to adopt the recommendation of the DWG, Mrs. Chair, to subject Hyper J Construction and Supply to bid evaluation.
After the recommendation of PWG for data evaluation of high-profile construction and indicators and participation and the consequence recommended to be used for this activity.
Next item, sir, is the driving asphalt overlay at Calbayan Airport. We have 4 about the bid documents and 4 submitted. users, connect with users ng company representing nasa Taiwan.
Hello, I'm Ivy from Unimasters from the Management Corporation.
Good morning to everyone. I'm Tony Consuelo, representing Supreme ABA Constructions, and the three of us based in New Brussels.
Conceptual from BAC.
There's no representative for Field South Builders. JB with IU Builders Enterprises. No one? And to the chair, permission to open up the bid. So there's 4 bidders, sir, who submitted their bids, and there's no representative for Field South Builders joint venture with IU Builders Enterprises. To the chair, permission to open bids of field marketing. And to BM Marketing representative, confirm this is your bid.
Inside the main envelope of via marketing are 3 envelopes marked as original bid, copy number 2, and copy number 1. Inside the original envelope are 2 envelopes marked as original financial component and original technical component. The original technical component of BM Marketing as a proper tabbing, pagination, and signature on each page that is used.
Field job certificate of registration and membership.
Field jobs registration, platinum membership, valid until January 23, 2020, submitted.
Annex A.
Annex A, submitted.
Certificate, registration certificate from SEC, GTI, or CDA.
GTI certificate, valid until June 1, 2021, submitted.
Mayor's of Business Permit.
Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2019, submitted.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance, valid until March 29, 2020, submitted.
Valid pickup license.
Pickup license, valid until June 30, 2019, submitted.
Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts.
All ongoing projects submitted.
SLCC.
SLCC submitted.
Audited financial statement.
Audited financial statements, stock received by BIR last April 24, 2018, submitted.
NFCC computation.
computation with an amount of 5,097,144,133 pesos and 96 centavos submitted.
Joint venture is applicable.
Not applicable.
Bid security in the form of.
In the form of bid securing declaration, duly signed and authorized submitted.
Organizational chart of contract to be bid.
Organizational chart submitted.
List of construction personnel.
List of personnel submitted.
List of equipment.
List of equipment submitted.
Omnibus warrant statement.
Omnibus warrant statement. Duly signed and authorized submitted.
Certificate of site inspection.
Certificate of site inspection signed by Carmenito A. Esquadra submitted.
Photocopy of company ID.
Photocopy of company ID submitted.
Photocopy of airport visitors logbook.
Photocopy of airport visitors logbook submitted.
Bid bulletin number 1, 2, and 3.
Bid bulletin number 1 dated March 25, 2018. Bid bulletin number 2 dated March 25, 2018. And bid bulletin number 3 dated April 2, 2018 submitted.
Certificate that the asphalt patching plant will be bought within or near the vicinity of Calbayan Airport.
Certificate asphalt patching plant. That will be bought to Calbayan Airport and installed within the vicinity of Calbayan. Submitted. The technical documents of via marketing is later discussed.
the bidder, Supreme APF Construction. Chair, confirm this is your bid. And to the chair, permission to open the bid.
Proceed.
Inside the main envelope of Supreme ABF Construction and Construction Supply Company Incorporated. There are 3 envelopes, Marika's original copy, copy number 1, and copy number 2. Inside the original copy are 2 envelopes, Marika's financial component and eligibility and technical component. The eligibility and technical component of Supreme ABF Construction and Construction Supply Company Incorporated as a proper topic, pagination, and signature image. Check this please.
Bidder certificate of registration and membership.
Field Judge Registration, Platinum Membership, valid until December 14, 2019, submitted.
Annex A.
Annex A, submitted.
Registration certificate from SEC, DKA, or CDA.
SEC certificate, registration date, January 19, 2016, submitted.
Mayor's and business permit.
Mayor's permit from Municipality of Pontevedra, valid until December 31, 2019, submitted.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance, valid until December 13, 2019, submitted.
Valid pickup license.
Pickup license, valid until June 30, 2019, submitted.
Statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts.
All ongoing projects submitted.
SLCC.
SLCC submitted.
Audited financial statement.
Audited financial statement, the date of filing, April 14, 2018, submitted.
Emergency computation.
NFCC computation with an amount of 15,946,540,237 pesos and 81 centavos, submitted.
JVA applicable.
Not applicable.
Bid security in the form of
The form of bid securing declaration, duly signed and notarized, submitted.
organizational chart of contract to be bid.
Organizational chart, submitted.
List of construction personnel.
List of personnel, submitted.
List of equipment.
List of equipment, submitted.
Omnibus warrant statement.
Omnibus warrant statement, duly signed and notarized, submitted.
Certificate of site inspection.
Certificate of site inspection signed by Carmelita Esquadra, submitted.
Copy of company ID.
Photocopy of company ID, submitted.
Copy of airport visitors logbook.
Photocopy of airport visitors logbook, submitted.
Bid with number 1, 2, and 3.
Bid bulletin number 1, dated March 25, 2018. Bid bulletin number 2, dated March 25, 2018. And bid bulletin number 3, dated April 2, 2019, submitted.
Certificate for the patching plan.
So may list ng equipment yung last.
Certification for the asphalt parking plant at Calbayog Airport, submitted. The eligibility and technical component of Supreme ABF Construction and Construction Supply Company Incorporated, stated as must.
To the chair, there's no representative for the Phil South Builders joint venture with IU Builders Enterprise and permission to open, sir.
Inside the main envelope are 3 envelopes marked as original bid, copy number 1, and copy number 2. Inside the original envelope are 2 envelopes marked as original technical component and original financial component. Inside the original technical component of Phil South Builders, JV with AIU Builders and Enterprises as a proper tabbing, pagination, and signature and each page. Check this, please.
Legit certificate of registration.
Billions registration, platinum membership for Phil South Builders, valid until December 20, 2018, sir. Billions registration for platinum membership for AIU Builders and Enterprises, valid until March 30, 2020, submitted.
Annex A.
Annex A for Field South Builders, submitted. For AIU Builders and Enterprises, submitted.
Registration certificate.
DTI certificate, valid until October 13, 2020, submitted. For Field South Builders. DTI certificate, valid until April 10, 2022 for AIU Builders and Enterprises, submitted.
Business permit.
Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2019 for Field South Builders, submitted. Mayor's permit for IAU Builders and Enterprises, valid until December 31, 2019, submitted.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance, valid until January 16, 2020 for Field South Builders, submitted. For AIU Builders and Enterprises, tax clearance valid until June 13, 2019, submitted.
Pickup license.
Pickup license, valid until June 30, 2019 for Field South Builders. And for AIU Builders and Enterprises, pickup license valid until June 30, 2019, submitted.
Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts.
All ongoing projects, submitted.
SLCC.
SLCC, submitted.
NFCC. Personnel. Audited by a segment.
Audited financial statement, date of filing, April 27, 2018 for Field South Builders. Audited financial statement, date of filing, March 4, 2018 for May 4, 2018 for IAU Builders and Enterprises. Submitted.
NFCC computation.
NFCC computation for Field South Builders, 5,625,746,085 pesos. And for NFCC computation of IAU Builders and Enterprises, 250,182,630 pesos. Submitted.
JPA.
Joint venture agreement. Duly signed and authorized, submitted.
Bid security.
In the form of bid security declaration, duly signed and authorized, submitted.
Organizational chart of contract to be bid.
Organizational chart, submitted.
List of personnel.
List of personnel, submitted.
List of equipment.
List of equipment, submitted.
Omnibus warrant statement.
Omnibus warrant statement, duly signed and authorized, submitted.
Certificate of site inspection.
Certificate of site inspection, signed by Carmelito Esquadra, submitted.
Photocopy of company ID.
Photocopy of company ID, submitted.
Photocopy of airport visitors logbook.
Photocopy of airport visitors logbook, submitted.
displayed with the number 1, 2, and 3.
Bid Bulletin number 1, dated March 25, 2019. Bid Bulletin number 2, dated March 25, 2019. Bid Bulletin number 3, dated April 2, 2019, sir.
Certificate of the asphalt patching plan.
Certification for asphalt patching plan. Submitted.
Special discount.
special pickup license submitted. Valid until June 30, 2019 submitted. The technical component of field salt builders, GBVT, IU builders, and enterprises is rated as must.
And next to the representative of Unit Master Konglo. Conglomeration and Aqualine Construction Joint Venture. But confirm this is your bid. And to the chair, permission to open, sir.
Inside the main envelope of Unimaster Conglomeration Incorporated, JV with Aqualine Construction, are the envelopes marked as original bid, copy number 1 and copy number 2. Inside the original envelope are 2 envelopes marked as original technical component and financial component. The technical component has a proper dubbing, pagination, and signature on each page. Check this please.
Legit certificate of registration and membership.
Field Just registration, Platinum membership for Unimaster Conglomeration Incorporated, valid until February 28, 2020, submitted. For Aqualine Construction, valid until June 8, 2019, submitted.
Annex A.
Annex A for Unimaster Conglomeration Incorporated, submitted. For Aqualine Construction, submitted.
Registration certificate.
STC certificate, registration date, August 5, 1976 for Unimaster Conglomeration Incorporated. DTI certificate, valid until May 28, 2019 for Aqualine Construction, submitted.
Mayor of business permit.
Mayor's permit, valid until December 31, 2019 for Unimaster Conglomeration Incorporated, submitted. Mayor's permit for Aqualine Construction, valid until December 31, 2019 from City Government of Tacloban, submitted.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance for Unimaster Conglomeration Incorporated, valid until March 4, 2020, submitted. For Aqualine Construction, valid until March 6, 2020, submitted.
Valid pickup license.
Valid pickup license for Unimaster Conglomeration Incorporated. Valid until June 30, 2019. Submitted. For Aqualine Construction. Valid until June 30, 2019. Submitted.
Statement of all weeks ongoing government and private contracts.
All ongoing projects submitted.
SLCC.
SLCC submitted.
Audited financial statement. Stamp received by the BIR.
Audited financial statement. Stamp received by BIR last April 9, 2019 for Unimaster Conglomeration Incorporated. Audited financial statement date of filing April 15, 2019 for Aqualine Construction submitted.
NFCC computation.
NFCC computation for Unimaster. In the amount of 5,540,880,769 pesos and 47 centavos. Submitted.
JBA.
Joint venture agreement submitted.
With security in the form of
bid securing declaration duly signed and authorized submitted.
operational chart of contract delivery.
Organizational chart submitted.
List of construction personnel.
List of personnel submitted.
List of equipment.
List of equipment submitted.
Omnibus order statement.
Omnibus warrant statement duly signed and authorized submitted.
Certificate of site inspection.
Certificate of site inspection signed by Carmelito Esquadra submitted.
Photocopy of company ID.
Photocopy of company ID submitted.
Photocopy of airport users logbook.
Photocopy of airport visitors logbook submitted.
Liquid number 1, 2, and 3.
Bid bulletin number 1 dated March 25, 2018. Bid bulletin number 2 dated March 25, 2018. And bid bulletin number 3 dated April 2, 2019 submitted.
Certificate of the asphalt budget plan.
Certificate of asphalt budget plan submitted.
Special pickup license.
Special pickup license valid until June 30, 2019 submitted. The the technical component of Unimaster Conglomeration Incorporated, JV with Apollo Construction is rated as pass. Permission to amend the financial component, sir. Resist via marketing. Financial document has a proper tabbing, pagination, zero on each page. Check this please.
Bill of quantities.
Bill of quantity submitted.
Bid proposal.
Bid proposal submitted.
Detailed estimate.
Detailed estimate submitted.
Summary of unit prices. Materials, labor, equipment.
Summary of unit prices for materials submitted. For labor submitted. And for equipment submitted.
Cash flow by quarter.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule submitted.
Per CPM method diagram.
Per CPM submitted.
Construction schedule, bar chart, and S-curve.
Construction schedule, bar chart, and S-curve submitted.
Financial bid. The amount of
Financial bid. 121,106,115 pesos and 20 centavos. Is below the ABC. Next is for Supreme ABF Construction. Financial component of Supreme ABF Construction and Construction Supply Company Incorporated as a proper tabbing, pagination, and signature on each page. Check this please.
bill of quantities.
Bill of quantity submitted.
Bid proposal.
Bid proposal submitted.
Detailed estimate.
Detailed estimate submitted.
Summary of unit prices. Labor, materials, labor, equipment.
For materials submitted. For equipment submitted. And for labor submitted.
Cash flow by quarter.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule submitted.
Per CPM method diagram.
Per CPM submitted.
Construction schedule, bar chart, and S-curve.
Construction schedule, budget, and escrow submitted.
Financial bid form. The amount of
Financial bid of 104,855,402 pesos and 93 centavos. House builders and AIU builders and enterprises. Inside the financial component of House builders and AIU builders and enterprises has a proper tabbing, pagination, and signature on each page.
bill of quantities.
Bill of quantity submitted.
Bid proposal.
Bid proposal submitted.
Detailed estimate.
Detailed estimate submitted.
Summary of unit prices. Materials, labor, and equipment.
Summary of unit prices for materials, for labor, and for equipment submitted.
Cash flow by quarter.
Cash flow by quarter submitted.
Per CPM, handle diagram.
Per CPM submitted.
Construction schedule, bar chart, and S-curve.
Construction schedule, bar chart, and S-curve submitted.
Financial bid in amount of
Financial bid in the amount of 100 million 14,282 pesos and 82 centavos. The financial component of Unimaster Conglomeration Incorporated, JB with Aqualine Construction as a proprietary pagination and signature on each page.
bill of quantities.
Bill of quantities submitted.
Bid proposal.
Bid proposal submitted.
Detailed estimate.
Detailed estimate submitted.
Summary of unit prices. Materials, labor, and equipment.
Summary of unit prices for materials, for labor, and for equipment submitted.
Cash flow by quarter.
Cash flow by quarter submitted.
Per CPM, network diagram.
Per CPM submitted.
Construction schedule, bar chart, and S-curve.
Construction schedule, budget, and S-curve submitted.
Financial bid in amount of
The amount of 101,108,459 pesos and 90 centavos. The initial ranking is number 1, Phil South Builders, JB with IAM Builders Enterprises with an amount of 100 million, 14,282 pesos and 82 centavos. Second is Unimaster Conglomeration Incorporated, followed by JB with Aqua Construction. Construction. Third is Supreme ABF Construction. And lastly, BM Marketing. To the chair, DWG is recommending to undergo bid evaluation and for arithmetic and completeness of the bid and to identify the lowest calculated bid.
So, we are moving to adopt the
Makakat the recommendation of BWD to conduct evaluation for 45 years. And the revisions, the Secretariat will be doing the review for the respect to this the post-qualification. Thank you very much. Okay, so, this group by technique. Three points to muna, wala yung 3.1.
1,619,400 pesos is allotted for the supply, delivery, and bulk lamps for various airfield lighting system at Bacolod Airport. The delivery of the goods is required 60 calendar days, and bidder should have completed within 5 years from the date of submission contract similar to the project. For the data sheet, so budget is CY 2019, 1,619,400, and supply delivery of bulbs and lamps for various lighting systems. Similar contract shall refer to supply, delivery, and installation of various airfield lighting systems. Ito yung bill of quantities for the program work.
Yung ano yung tax, okay, tax, yung tax. Yung tax ilan po ay parang mga tax yung supply. Yung sa program po, inclusive na yung tax dyan.
Normally sir, yung mga piniprepare namin na program report, inclusive na yung tax dyan sa I propose that the supply and delivery of lamps from various airports, various air lighting system for Bacolod Silay Airport be scheduled for posting.
Move to adopt the recommendation proposed by the recommendation of the user for the project, supply delivery of bulbs of glass for various temporary lighting systems of the
Sir, we'll just proceed with the other matters. And user for 3.1 is still not available. Other matters are only a mode for procurement. Mabilis lang po, sir. First one is the request for bidding schedule for lubricating and penetrating oil for diesel flush, coolant, and grease degreaser and others. So an amounting of 701,700 pesos. Sir? Naka-attach sa letter po, sir. Yes, sir. Naka-attach sa letter, they're preferring a mode of small value procurement. And next one, sir, is for a Cummins diesel engine generator set for Tacloban Airport. And they requested for SPP, and the scope is this one. Total ABC is 245,000. And the next sponsor is the bidding for spare part for Thales DDOR 432 or of Iloilo Airport. And the amount is 3,965,482. Wala pong direct contracting. May isa pa, sir. Process installation of 600 kilowatts diesel engine, generator including system integration for Bacolod. So they're preferring direct contracting, and the scope worth 13,430,000.
Pakipat tayo yung movie. Move to adopt the regulations of the
And that's all for now, sir. So let us postpone yung sa 3.1 to the next meeting. Okay, sir.
Next week na tayo.
Wala pang notice na yun, sir, for Thursday. Wala pang notice for Thursday, sir. Probably next week po, sir.
Next week, okay.
Tama, sir.
Tuesday.
Antayin natin, available tayo ng Tuesday, Wednesday. Para
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Sir, i-set na ba din yung meeting, sir? Tuesday, Wednesday na lang, sir.
para may biyahe kami ng Thursday, Friday.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Parang Thursday, Friday. Pwede mo.
Kita adjourn. Ano, bigyan na